Phil Hill, Corporate Affairs Manager of WTC Wharf. Phil, what can you tell us about floating to the footy?
Well, it's a new way of travel to the famous MCG on the Yarra River. So, great cities of the world embrace their waterfronts, and we're hoping, the Float to the Footy campaign will get families onto boats, historic boats on the Yarra River, and float down and enjoy the fantastic football at the G.
It's a pretty unique experience to get on one of these historic water taxis. This one's carried a few different people.
Yeah, it's carried the Queen, and it was part of the opening of the Melbourne Olympic Games back in the 60s, so it's carried many of the champions of rod laver tennis, Australian Open champions, so it's got a pedigree of royal family members, and equally it's had some fantastic families in Melbournians that have enjoyed the experience. So.
Phil, the idea of floating to the footy is quite unique because it brings together the Yarra, it brings together the major areas on the Yarra, major commercial areas, and it also brings together the G. How do you see, or where do people, for instance, get picked up? Let's get to that one first.
Well, we see it as a great linkage between the MCG sports precinct to Fed Square, which is the heart of Melbourne's cultural centre of Melbourne, to WTC Wharf. So the pickups are the new WTC Wharf at the World Trade Centre, next to Crowd Plaza and Casino, and at Fed Square on the way through to the MCG. And
there's lots of footy followers sort of go to Fed Square to start off with. They'll be able to get on the boat now and come straight up to the G and step off.
Enjoy meeting at Fed Square and walk down the steps to the boat and enjoy a fantastic ride to the footy and relax on a cruise on the way back. So it'd be great for families, I think, to experience Melbourne on the Yarra River.
Let's just talk about the family idea. What's the cost? Everyone likes to know what the cost is. How does that work for a family?
Yeah, well, we're deliberately trying to keep the cost down so it's affordable for many families, which are less fortunate. So kids are for free, so we think that's great to get kids on to experience the Yarra, and a one-way trip is $5 and $10 return, so we're hoping that'll be very affordable for many to enjoy it.
Phil, people will be able to, how long does the service run?
It's running, the journey is about 10 to 15 minutes to the G from WTC Wharf through to Fed Square to MCG.
And also, what times can people catch it? I mean, what time does the service start running?
It's running all the MCG games, which are running from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and departs from WTC Wharf 2 hours before the bounce of the ball, and a little bit earlier from Fed Square on the way through.
Well, the one major question people want to know is what about footy colours? You're allowed to wear them on the boat?
Yeah, we love footy colours, and we encourage all clubs to participate, and particularly it's great to see kids dressed up for the big games at the MCG, so we look forward to that.
There'd be a lot of bragging rights about getting to the footy on a boat, especially a historic one that carried the Queen.
Yeah, true. I think people, once they're on the boats, will really see a new side to Melbourne, and great cities embrace the Yarra River, so all their waterfronts. So